Welcome back everyone, Zeke Morgan here for episode 12 in this walkthrough of Resident Evil 4 Remastered for the PlayStation 4. Of course, if you enjoy this video and find this walkthrough helpful, then please don't hesitate to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon to stay up to date with all my newly released videos. So we are going to be continuing this walkthrough in chapter 4-1, obviously playing on normal so far, still maintaining our no death walkthrough. And as I said, this is episode 12, so we are inside the castle. We've got Ashley Graham back once again, and we're just coming up to this particular area, sort of near the end of the castle, just about to get our way out of there. Of course, we've just recently done another one of the shooting galleries, which is on our immediate left now, according to the merchant. And we're just going to take this minute, just have a little bit of a look to see what upgrades are available, especially for this rifle, which is going to come in quite handy. One thing I would like just to take a minute to mention is my up-and-coming 250 subscriber giveaway. I've mentioned this in a few previous episodes of Resident Evil as well as some of my other videos. This is going to be a chance for my loyal viewers and subscribers, or indeed just viewers in general, to bag themselves some prizes. This is going to be a collection of Steam giveaways, going to be a collection of games, and potentially even a cash prize giveaway. As I said, that will be going up once we have 250 subscribers. I may describe or inscribe a view count as well, just to make sure, obviously I don't get a huge bunch of subscribers just pushing us up, but full details will be released as and when we hit that 250 subscriber total. So stay tuned, we are very close to that. The latest number is 248 that we're at, so just two more and we will have an announcement video on that, and there will be a time limit regarding the giveaway, normally of about a month, to enable everyone to do everything. But getting back to this walkthrough, of course, as you can see, we've just killed those four lots of enemies, the two shielded guys, the two normal, and the other two, so it's actually 6. And we're just placing in the King's and the Queen's Grail into the cup holders. What you want to make sure is making sure that you're shooting all the glittery bits on the statues on the left-hand side as well, collecting the spinels. And then you're going to come to this long corridor. Make sure that you don't run straight through to the door the other side, and when you come through, make sure that you shoot the one on the left, of course, because this has the snake in it, and of course, as we know from previous mentions in this game, that snakes always contain an egg, and this is going to be a really easy health item for you to nab. It doesn't take up that much room in your inventory, and it's always helpful to have. Leave Ashley where she is, jump out the window and pick up the red herb, and then climb the ladder. And you want to go all the way around the building there, and you will get another great treasure that will be shown on your treasure map. So of course, if you haven't updated your maps and haven't bought that treasure map upgrade, we are going through and collecting as many as we possibly can. You won't be able to fall in the window on the right hand side from the side of the treasure, but that will give a little bit of an indication of what is to come, and that is what we will go ahead and do once we go through these lovely oak double doors. And as you can see there, getting quite a full inventory. Our RPG will be coming in handy at least twice during this episode, so stay tuned for that. This is RPG madness, as I might call it. So this is just going to result in a nice little cutscene there, and these are the Navistadors or something like that. They have a really weird name. I always know them as the rather irritating flying bug monsters, but I suppose that doesn't really go down quite well in the Resident Evil lore. So in this part, I would recommend running away, and of course if you are trying to maintain a no-death walkthrough, fighting these isn't your best bet. Of course if you do, they can drop the sort of eyes and the gems, which come from their eyes, so it's completely up to you if you do fight them. Be careful of the kick animations, you obviously do want to keep your eye out for those. And flash grenades work really well on stunning them and getting past. But as you can see, it's really easy just to run past them. Feel free to equip a grenade, even if you don't go to use it, just to make you run that little bit faster in Resident Evil 4. So, into our new area there, we've got the merchant and the save station on our left hand side. We won't go ahead and use that just yet. I think we should be okay to hold out till the end of this chapter, going into it. As you can see, we're just selling quickly all the items we don't need, the spinels, the velvet blues. Of course, the eyes are what they drop. We can go ahead and get rid of that elegant mask. Press the wrong button there. The elegant chessboard, the hourglass, and the Illuminados pendant can all go, but I will save the pendant for the minute. New butterfly lamps, of course the green gem can go in that, but before we do, we can see that we've got a new upgrade available for the blacktail, the broken butterfly, and our riot gun. So even though I did just upgrade that, I would recommend holding off, because during this episode we will get the striker shotgun, which is going to be the improved version of the current shotgun that we have. So maybe don't sink some points into that. You're not really going to need the shotgun at this stage, and saving money does come in handy as we go forward. So in this particular area now, as you can see, there's going to be 2 enemies floating on the walkway, the catwalk above. I'm just going to quickly have a little bit of a look at them in a second. First things first, making sure that we are combining absolutely everything that we can and shortening down those treasures. While there is no limit to this, I find it a little bit helpful in order to do. And of course we're going to get our communication from Ramon Salazar. So I'm going to go quiet and see you at the end.
Scratch or I'll break your bones.
First, we shall see if you can make it this far. I'll be waiting.
Shit.
So unfortunately for us, Ramon is just rubbing it in our face that he has Ashley once again. And at this point you could have shot the 2 guys on the balcony. I can never remember if that actually stops the catapults, but at this stage you just want to keep running. Do not turn right as I did, otherwise this will happen. And that is not something you want to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and use that first aid spray that we've been saving for ages. And feel free to run past these enemies. The next 3 that you see, and indeed the enemies that you see on this tower, you can easily run past all of them. Don't even bother shooting them. Basically you want to get around the other side of the building and you can sneak in the door and actually get into the tower. But for me, they just lend themselves up way too easily to be shot then. 4 enemies and I've hardly even utilised that many bullets. As you can see, with that upgraded power for our rifle, those headshots are pretty much instant kills. Make sure that you are running as fast as you possibly can backwards when you do it, because the catapults will be able to see you. And there we go, we got very lucky on that one, and there's the door that we need. So as soon as you come in, what you want to do is want to look straight up and look for these wooden sort of planks. These are going to be in the gears of the tower, and these are going to sort of halt your progress. There's going to be 3 of them, so we've shot 2 already. So we're going to have to go up the ladder, and I don't know why I decided to make a run round the whole of this particular level. There's nothing in it, there's no collectibles, and the last plank will be above us, but that is the bottom of the ladder and the bottom of the arena, which we will go down when the time comes. Again, just keeping an eye out then for the 3rd plank. It is again up above us, so we're looking for the ladder, which is going to be over the other side. Here it is, making sure picking up the handgun bullets on our way round, even though we don't overly need these at the current moment. We've got enough ammo to see us through to the Armageddon, but picking it up nonetheless. Just behind us will be the 3rd and final wooden plank, and I swear I just heard something then, but I think that was a little bit of my figment of my imagination. So I'm going to go ahead then Pick up this note. This is just going to tell us that they're preparing a ritual for Ashley and trying to make her part of Los Plagas. And as you can see there, the name was on that. I think I scrolled a bit too fast past it. Pick up the green herb. You never know when we're going to need some health. And flip the switch. This is obviously going to turn the cogs, turn the crank to catch the mouse. Mousetrap. Maybe not. Not in this case. And some very lovely cinematic graphics here. Definitely circa 2004. And this is going to open up our arena. Making sure you do have some health at this particular stage, because as soon as you drop down the first ladder, enemies will spawn, and of course that either means trying your best to run past them, or obviously making sure you have enough health to deal with them. Get a bit lucky here, unlucky shall I say, that he hits me twice with an arrow. Typically, if you run quick enough, you can just sneak past him and he won't even bother hitting you. At this particular stage I used the chicken egg that we picked up earlier. I'm just going to try and run past as many as I possibly can. Of course, shooting that guy the first time so he didn't hit me, but then because I got stuck on the wall, he then caught me. Hold up here for a second, because he chucks a dynamite stick down, and of course you don't want to get stuck in that, so use it to quickly reload. And then pretty much just follow the path round, go around as much as you possibly can. They're all going to have size, and there is going to be a bowman. Luckily for me, he sidestepped, so he pretty much did his job for me. Luckily I didn't get shot in the back by that bow, and then you're going to go straight through this door. There's no treasures in this area, so don't need to worry. And at this stage I would severely recommend taking out your rifle and popping a shot off for these three guys. Lucky for me, those lined up, and we got a very nice double headshot. As you move forward, more enemies will spawn, so I recommend keeping a flash grenade handy. Of course, there is a save point if you so need it and wish to hold your progress there. And this is the enemy. Of course, the one with the goat's head does have an RPG, so make sure that you are out of line of sight for him. I managed to just flashbang them and get through. Now at this stage, to really easily get through this area, use the RPG that we've been waiting for. Aim it at the Wolverine on the right hand side and then quickly select your sniper rifle. If you zoom in really quickly, you should be able to shoot the Plagas on his back and be able to take him down without an issue. Unfortunately for me, the enemy just managed to grab me and I missed the shot the first time. So what we're going to have to do is just entice him down. Of course, moving forward is going to lock us in. That's perfectly fine. Once he's down, go ahead, take the shot. It will only revolve, or only need one rifle shot to pop him down. Of course, then you're going to be able to pick up all that lovely gold that you get from him, and his buddy up on the top left will be dead as well. If you used your RPG for whatever reason and don't have that, then just utilize the bells around the arena as we did with the previous enemy when we caught him in the dungeon. I believe that was back in episode 10. You will need to defeat both of them in order to progress. There is no treasure on the ceiling. I completely forgot at this stage that this spinel on both of the statues are actually able to be picked up normally. You just need to get close to them and then interact with them. I thought you had to shoot them for some reason. It just goes to show that even I, after playing this game so many times, can forget simple things. And with those both picked up, go ahead then and run through the double doors. This will again lead to another cutscene. So it's going to be the episode of cutscenes, I do apologise. And I will see you at the end of this one now. But keep your wits about you, because you will need a quick time event.
Mr. Kennedy, don't you know when it's time to throw in the towel? Where's the satisfying sound of one's impalement?
Don't fall for this old trick.
How dare you! No! shall prepare for the ritual.
Leon, you're alive.
So maybe you have 9 lives, but it doesn't matter now, Mr. Kennedy. I've sent my right hand to dispose of you.
Your right hand comes off?
Say whatever you please. Die, you worm!
Leon always tries to add a little bit of comedy genius for the moment. I especially loved his "your right hand comes off" moment with Ramon Salazar in that last communication. At this stage, I would recommend checking around this area. There's going to be an awful lot of ammo, and there is actually going to be a treasure, which is the crown. Do not sell this straight away. There is 2 other things that can be combined with the crown and will increase the price dramatically. I think it goes for 9,000 pieces to begin with. Ignore the bats floating about, and of course this is the stage that you can get the striker shotgun. I would recommend buying this if you have the money. Sell everything you don't need, so in this case I'm going to sell my riot gun. Unfortunately I did upgrade the power of this a little bit earlier, so I'm making a little bit of a loss in the grand scheme of things. I should have saved that when I had the choice earlier. The riot gun doesn't take up that much space as compared to the other shotgun, of course, and what I'm going to do is also buy the RPG while we're here. This is going to come in quite handy in a few minutes when you deal with Verdugo, or the right hand of Salazar. Yes, not his actual physical hand, that crazy alien mutant dude that he sent after you. It is very difficult to kill, so I would recommend utilizing an RPG for this, otherwise you are going to burn through an awful lot of ammo. If you think your survival skills are good enough, you don't actually need to take him down, but doing so will get you a silver trophy if you're playing it on the PlayStation 4, called Terrifying Assassin, and will net you a treasure that you can then combine with the crown. It is one of the ones that you need, so I'm going to go ahead and do there. It's just making sure I'm sort of upgrading the striker shotgun. I'm going to instigate a quick save just in case something goes terribly wrong. Normally Verdugo doesn't give me that much trouble. And then once we do, go into the hallway. And you're going to get a couple of flashes of him before he turns up. You are going to have to dodge his attacks, so make sure that you're keeping an eye out for those prompts on screen. Hug the left hand side, because when you come up to the crates there will be some items in it. Don't forget to grab the red herb as well. So there's a quick flash of Verdugo. Seems very strange that he does sort of go alien-esque on us. He does attack from the ceilings, a little bit of spoilers there for you. But as I said, if you've got an RPG, he is very easy to defeat, if you know how to. Unfortunately, the first time I ever dealt with him, back when I had a PlayStation 2, and the first ever time I came across him, I actually wasted all my ammo on him because I didn't realise he was actually invincible for most of the fight. And pretty much I was just unloading shots into him, which didn't really help things. But there is a very easy way to do it. That is utilising the liquid nitrogen gas canisters, the red canisters, that are all around this place. As I said, he is going to attack from above, so keep an eye out for those button prompts. Make sure that you don't fail these, because his attack is quite powerful. What you want to actually do is head to the furthest room that you possibly can. I just popped in here because there's always some ammo or some health in this room, so I thought I'd quickly grab that while we had the minute. Of course, I've got the health items and the ammo to spare, so if he does hit me, it's not the end of the world. There we go, crouch through that one. Bad Verdugo. Bad Verdugo. And don't forget to pick up the shotgun ammo. And once you get to the far side of this room, it's a power unit. Turn the power back on. Of course, I missed that quick time event purely because I was pulling the switch, but there we go. We have, yep, that's our health. And on your way back to the door, you're going to find out that's been closed down, so you're going to have to open the shutter and then deal with Verdugo. This does open up in a few seconds, but what you want to do really quickly is just run back. Don't fail the button time prompt and knock over the liquid nitrogen. This is then going to freeze him. In this state he is vulnerable, and with an RPG, hit him or indeed the wall next to him, and that'd be a one-hit kill for Verdugo. Once you do that, making sure that you're picking up the treasure that he drops, and that's the crown jewel. Again, as I said, combine this with the crown in order to make it a little bit better. Don't sell it just yet because you will need one other thing to go in there. But as you can see there, got 2 jewels in it and a set piece for one other. And what we're going to go ahead and do then is run back to the elevator, and which is now actually up. If you don't have an RPG, basically knock over every liquid nitrogen canister that you can find and unload your most powerful weapons into Verdugo. It is possible for doing this without an RPG, and of course, if you want to see a video tutorial, or indeed a video of me doing it, let me know in the comment section below, and I will endeavour to do that. Or, as I said, if you don't have it and you're running low on ammo, just go ahead, activate the power unit, and come on back. You'll need to push the button on the elevator and then hold off for about a minute and a half, to which you can pretty much run away and hide from Verdugo. So we're going to have one more cutscene looking at Lord Sadler, and now a buddy risen from the dead, Jack Krauser. Again, going to leave it there. See you after the cutscene. So with that is the end of the chapter. So from this point on, it is a brand new one. Not going to be doing much for the end of this episode. This will be it. Just going to quickly break open all the crates that we can, and go ahead then and upgrade any weapons and sell the treasures that we don't need to the merchant. There is another save station if you forgot to save it at the end of the chapter, but if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't hesitate to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe to stay up to date with all my newly released videos, not forgetting to hit that bell so you never miss a video. Again, look forward to the video announcement of the 250 subscriber giveaway as well. Of course, if you have any comments, suggestions or feedback, let me know in the comments section below. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a lovely day.